Hold on tight, folks, because we're diving headfirst into a weekend of high-stakes action. First up, a major blow for Newcastle as Anthony Gordon is sidelined for their crucial trip to Arsenal with a nagging hip injury. Will Eddie Howe's squad be able to overcome this key absence at the Emirates? And speaking of missing stars, Chelsea's Estevao is out with a hamstring problem, while Manchester City's midfield maestro Rodri will be missing their FA Cup clash against Southampton. Who will step up to fill these vital roles? Get ready for a weekend of unexpected twists and turns.
Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 milliamp hour power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Now let's shift gears to the Emirates, where Arsenal is gearing up for a familiar foe. Lyon. Renée Sledgers and her squad are facing off against the French champions once again in the Champions League semifinals, echoing last season's dramatic showdown. Remember that incredible comeback against Lyon? Can Arsenal repeat that magic, or will Lyon seek revenge? Renée is emphasizing the importance of learning from past successes, drawing parallels with the men's team's consistent semifinal appearances. Is this a sign of a changing DNA for the club? But that's not all. Over at Redstone Arsenal, the U.S. Army just showcased a groundbreaking advancement in battlefield technology. Officials announced a successful test of a new drone-delivered warhead, dubbed Breaker, capable of rapidly engaging bunkers. Developed in just weeks, this system highlights a push for accelerated innovation and rapid deployment of capabilities. Imagine the implications: infantry drone operators delivering devastating effects with unprecedented speed. This is a game changer, folks. Finally, let's take a trip down memory lane with 6 unforgettable home wins against Newcastle. From Parler's perfect hat-trick to Walcott's blistering 3-goal performance, we've got a highlight reel of Arsenal dominance. Relive those iconic moments and get hyped for the latest chapter in this historic rivalry. Don't miss a beat, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and stay tuned for all the latest sports news and analysis. A host of key players will be missing from this weekend's Premier League and FA Cup action. Newcastle United will be without Anthony Gordon for their crucial trip to Arsenal, the winger sidelined with a persistent hip injury that also kept him out of last week's match. Manchester City face Southampton in the FA Cup semi-final without midfield linchpin Rodri, who's dealing with a groin injury. Chelsea's highly rated Brazilian prospect, Estevao, has also been ruled out of their FA Cup clash against Leeds, suffering from a serious hamstring problem. The injury list extends across the league, with several other notable absences. Sunderland have a quartet of players missing: Angulo, Bai, Mundle, and Traore. Nottingham Forest are without Bowley, Hudson-Odoi, John Victor, Murillo, and Savona. Fulham will be without Kevin, while Aston Villa are missing Kamara, with Iwobi, Teat, Abraham, and Alisson all doubtful. Liverpool's lineup will be significantly impacted, missing Bajcetic, Bradley, Ekatike, Endo, Leonie, Mamardashvili. Crystal Palace are without Dowker, Gesand, and Nkeshaya, with Alisson, Gomez, Klein, and Wharton all in doubt. West Ham will be without Fabianski, while Everton are missing Branthwaite and Grealish. Wolves are without Chiwome, Gonzalez, and Mosquera. Tottenham's injury woes continue, with Davies, Kudus, Kulusevski, Odobert, and Romero all unavailable, alongside several doubtful players. Arsenal will be without Marino, and Newcastle also have concerns with Joelinton, Kraft, Livramento, and Schär. Manchester United and Brentford have players listed as TBA. Manchester City, beyond Rodri, are also without Diaz and Gvardiol. Southampton are missing McCarthy and Roerslev Rasmussen. Chelsea's list includes Colwill, Estevao, Gittins, Jorgensen, and Mudryk. Finally, Leeds are without Groove, with James, João Pedro, Palmer, Bogle, Bornau, and Stash all doubtful. Arsenal women's head coach Renée Sledgers is embracing the challenge as her team prepares for a Champions League semi-final showdown against Lyon, mirroring last season's dramatic encounter. Despite trailing 2-1 on aggregate after the first leg last year, Arsenal mounted a stunning comeback, winning 4-1 away to reach the final. Sledgers emphasized that while last year's resilience remains a testament to the team's mental strength, This season's progression has demonstrated adaptability. "Last year was last year, this year is this year," she stated, highlighting changes in the competition format and team dynamics. While acknowledging the shared identity and playing styles of both teams, Sledgers stressed that this year's tie presents a unique challenge. She pointed to the quarterfinal victory over Chelsea as evidence of the team's evolving capabilities. Addressing a question about Arsenal's footballing heritage, prompted by a reference to Jose Mourinho, Sledgers discussed the importance of learning from successes, not just failures, and the collaborative relationship with the men's team, particularly through assistant coach Albert Stuvenberg. She highlighted the men's team's meticulous approach and attention to detail as an inspiration, emphasizing the need for continuous improvement to avoid complacency. "You have to keep this mindset, otherwise, if you stop, you'll be mediocre," Sledgers concluded, expressing pride in both Arsenal teams reaching the semifinals. A significant breakthrough in battlefield technology was demonstrated this week at Redstone Arsenal, as the U.S. Army showcased a new drone-delivered Warhead system. The live-fire test, conducted March 26th, validated the effectiveness of Breaker, a rapidly developed munition designed to breach bunkers. Developed by the Combat Capabilities Development Command Armaments Center in partnership with project manager Close Combat Systems, Breaker utilizes a lightweight, powerful warhead deployable from small, agile drones. Remarkably, the project progressed from initial concept to live-fire testing in just 2 weeks, highlighting the Army's accelerated innovation push. Army Col Vincent Morris emphasized the system's ability to rapidly develop and safely deliver devastating effects, using unmanned aircraft. Engineers leveraged additive manufacturing, or 3D printing, to expedite component production and prototyping at Picatinny Arsenal in New Jersey before the Redstone Arsenal demonstration, where a drone successfully engaged a bunker target. This advancement aligns with a broader Army modernization strategy to enhance battlefield lethality and flexibility, and supports Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth's priorities of readiness and rapid capability deployment. The system incorporates the Picatinny Common Lethality Integration Kit, ensuring safe payload integration and providing a scalable framework for future unmanned capabilities. Arsenal boasts a strong record of memorable home wins against Newcastle United, with goals and high drama frequently defining the encounters. Looking ahead to their latest clash, Arsenal.com revisits 6 standout matches. In 1998, a 3-1 victory, featuring a stunning Patrick Vieira strike, served as a dress rehearsal for their FA Cup final showdown. December 2000 saw Ray Parlour achieve a perfect hat-trick in a dominant 5-0 win. A rain-soaked match in 2003 ended 3-2 to Arsenal, sealed by a cheeky chipped penalty from Thierry Henry. One of the Premier League's most chaotic games unfolded in December 2012, with Arsenal prevailing 7-3, thanks to a hat-trick from Theo Walcott. In February 2020, a 4-0 victory marked a turning point under Mikel Arteta, with goals from Aubameyang, Pepe, Ozil, and Lacazette. Most recently, on February 24, 2024, Arsenal defeated Newcastle 4-1, with own goal from Sven Botman and strikes from Havertz, Saka, and Kiwior, continuing their winning streak and bolstering their title challenge. These matches highlight a history of exciting and often high-scoring contests between the two sides.